Have you ever felt overwhelmed, unsure if you have the strength to face the challenges ahead? Life is a journey filled with peaks and valleys, and at times, the road can seem steep and filled with obstacles that appear insurmountable. It's during these moments that we need a source of strength, a beacon of light to guide us through the darkness. Let's take a moment to ponder upon a powerful verse from the Bible, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This verse is a testament to the power of faith, a reminder that with unwavering belief, we can draw upon a strength greater than ourselves to overcome any challenge. Picture this. You're about to walk into a job interview. Your palms are sweaty, your heart is racing, and doubt starts to creep in. You begin to question if you're truly qualified, if you have what it takes to succeed. But then you take a deep breath and remember this verse. You recall that you're not alone in this journey, that you have an unshakable faith that strengthens you. Suddenly, the situation seems less daunting. You walk into that room with confidence, powered by the faith within you. Or maybe you're about to have a difficult conversation with a loved one. The thought of it fills you with dread, but then you remember that verse. You realize that through your faith, you have the strength to navigate this tough conversation with grace and understanding. In both these instances, it's not about denying the existence of challenges. It's about acknowledging them and then realizing that you have a powerful ally in your corner, your faith. And it's through this faith that you can find the strength to overcome any obstacle, no matter how big it may seem. So the next time you find yourself standing at the foot of a daunting mountain, remember Philippians 4:13. Remember that you have an inner strength, fueled by your faith, ready to conquer any challenge that comes your way. Remember, the strength to conquer any obstacle lies within you, powered by your unwavering faith. In times of uncertainty, do you find it difficult to decide which path to take? When the road ahead is shrouded in fog, when the compass of our reason seems to spin aimlessly, it can feel like we are lost in a labyrinth with no exit in sight. Yet it is precisely in these moments that we are invited to lean not on our own understanding, but to trust in a higher power for guidance. Consider the wisdom of Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. This ancient verse encourages us to surrender our doubts, our fears, and our confusion to a benevolent force greater than ourselves. It's not about abandoning reason or responsibility. Instead, it's about recognizing that our perspective, though valid, is limited. It's about understanding that there is a grander scheme at work, a divine orchestration that weaves together the threads of our lives in ways we may not immediately comprehend. Imagine, for instance, standing at the crossroads of a major life decision. Perhaps you're contemplating a shift in your career, or maybe you're considering a significant move to a new city. The choices seem overwhelming. The pros and cons list grows longer by the day, and the uncertainty can feel paralyzing. But what if, instead of trying to control every variable, you paused, took a deep breath, and entrusted your decision to a higher power? What if you asked for divine guidance and then listened, truly listened, for the answer, in the silence of your heart, in the synchronicities of your day, in the wisdom of those around you? That's the essence of Proverbs 3, 5, 6. It's an invitation to trust that even when the path is unclear, you are being guided. It's a call to surrender your need for control and allow the divine to illuminate your path. In moments of uncertainty, trust in the divine guidance and find your path. It may not always be the path you expected, but trust that it will be the one meant for you, leading you not just to where you want to go, but where you are meant to be. In the face of adversity, do you ever feel alone and unsupported? Life often throws us curveballs, and it's during these testing times that we might feel isolated, overwhelmed, even desperate. But there's a beacon of hope, a source of strength we can turn to in our darkest hour, and it's right there in the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. So what does it say? So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Powerful, isn't it? A reminder that in our moments of despair, we are not alone, far from it. We have a divine ally, an omnipotent force that promises not just to stand by us, but to strengthen us, to help us. Picture this: you lose your job, your relationship ends, or you fall ill. It's easy to feel like the world is against you, that you're fighting a losing battle. But here's the thing. These difficulties, as hard as they may be, aren't insurmountable. Not with faith. Not with the assurance that there's a divine presence, a God, who walks with us through every storm. In the face of adversity, Faith becomes our shield, our solace. It's our lifeline, an anchor in the tumultuous sea of life's challenges. And it's not just about believing in something greater than ourselves, it's about surrendering to it, trusting in it. When we open our hearts to faith, when we let it permeate our beings, we find an inner strength we didn't know we possessed. We find the courage to push through, to keep going, to endure. And in this endurance, there's growth, there's evolution, there's resilience. So the next time you find yourself in the throes of adversity, remember Isaiah 41:10. Remember that you're not alone in your struggles. Remember that with faith you can find the strength to overcome, to rise, to persevere. Even in the midst of adversity, remember that you are never alone. Through faith, find the strength to endure. Do you ever worry about your future, uncertain of what it holds? These questions often linger in our minds, casting shadows of doubt and anxiety. Yet, in the midst of these worries, we find a beacon of hope in the words of Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This verse reassures us of a divine blueprint for our lives, meticulously designed with a purpose for good. It serves as a reminder that the future is not something to fear, but a promise to embrace. It's like a compass in the hands of a traveler, guiding us through the unknown terrains of life. Imagine a worker, anxious about job security in a fluctuating economy, or a parent, constantly worrying about the well-being of their children in an ever-changing world. To them, and to all of us, this verse offers a haven of hope. It's a gentle whisper in our ears, telling us that no matter how uncertain things may seem, there is a divine plan at work, a plan designed to prosper us, not to harm us. It's easy to get lost in the labyrinth of life, to be overwhelmed by the worries of today and the uncertainties of tomorrow. But faith, like a compass, guides us through the confusion and chaos, pointing us towards hope and a brighter future. It reassures us that our journey, no matter how winding or rocky it may seem, is part of a grander plan, a divine design that seeks our well-being. So when you're clouded by worry, when the future seems uncertain and daunting, remember Jeremiah 29:11. Let it be a beacon of hope in your times of doubt, a reminder of the divine plan that underpins your life. Take comfort in the fact that your future is not a mystery to be feared, but a promise to be fulfilled. In times of uncertainty, let hope be your compass, guiding you towards a brighter future. Do you ever feel discontented, constantly seeking more? It's a common human experience, this endless pursuit of wealth, status, or material possessions. But what if I told you there's another way, a path that leads to true abundance and contentment? Let's delve into Psalm 23:1. The verse says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Here we see a picture of profound trust and contentment. Like a shepherd guiding and protecting his flock, God provides for our needs and guides us on the right path. When we trust in this divine provision, we find a sense of peace and contentment that transcends worldly desires. Now let's consider Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. This encourages us to prioritize our spiritual pursuits over our earthly desires. When we seek God's kingdom and righteousness, we align our will with the divine, and in this alignment, we find true fulfillment. So, how does this translate into our everyday lives? We might be chasing after the next promotion, the next big purchase, or the next life milestone, thinking these will bring us happiness. But true abundance isn't about having more. It's about being more. It's about growing spiritually, deepening our faith, and aligning our lives with the divine purpose. Through faith, we can shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance. We start to see the blessings in our lives, no matter how small. We start to appreciate the simple joys, the moments of peace, the love we share. And in this gratitude, we find contentness. In the pursuit of spiritual truth, discover the true abundance that comes from aligning with the divine. Through faith, find contentment in every season of life.